Welcome, everyone. I am going to be doing some Lego this afternoon, so I thought it was a great opportunity to go live and do a little bit of relaxing my way. I think that's how I would explain it. So, what we have today is this. It is the 1989 version of the Batmobile. Comes with Batman and Joker. So, I have, if you noticed on my channel, I have a bunch of stuff. So I built a Batwing from the 1999 version. I have the tumbler, which is one of the first things I ever built. And that's like one of the old tumblers. It's actually quite big and cool. So I'm wearing my Kith. I guess this is Dark Knight Rises shirt, and we're going to be building this. So without further ado, let's do some changing of the camera. So we'll just go down here. I left it big. I might have a couple people join us. Usually I do stuff with Marco and with Cole. Now, once again, this box has these things where you push in and open like that. I don't know why they demand to destroy the boxes, but hey, whatever. Not my problem. Not my circus, not my monkeys. I just like to build Lego. So let's go here. Open this bad boy up. There are only, I believe it's 4 bags. Oh, we got some stickers here. All right. All right. Is that stuck there? Okay, nothing else in the box. We're good. Let's get started. So I have a digital version of the instructions. The instructions are here. Not going to use that because don't care. Then we have bag number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. So we'll put these aside for now. As always, there are a few friends that will always say, hey, just open up everything all at once. That is a horrible thing. Never do that. We have some stickers. It looks like they are for the inside and possibly on the front. So I'm going to put these over here just to be a little more reasonable. Okay. All right. Let's go. Feel free to comment whatever you want, guys. I am just enjoying myself here because I have a lot of Lego and I love doing Lego. I've done a lot in the past. I like doing this style as well. Or just like stuff. I don't stick to very specific brands of Lego or types of Lego. I do like a lot of them. Like I like some superhero ones. I like some Star Wars ones. There's lots, but ultimately what I do prefer is just stuff that I like. If I like it, I buy it. If I don't like it, I'm not going to buy it. Only reasonable. So let's go here. There. So first things first, we have Batman. Okay, easy. So we have the mask, we have a helmet, we have legs, and we have arms. All right. I love it. Okay. The interesting part about Batman with these is that it comes with a little box. This little box. It looks like it holds some sort of animal or something because it's got breathing holes. Weird, right? But what it is for is, so actually Lego has started to switch from the cloth capes to plastic ones. I'm not sure which one I prefer, but there are some of the capes that actually have multiple holes in it, so it kind of loops around, like it twists and covers, but that is not the case with these. This one just has the single individual hole. I guess back in the day there was a bigger version of this. I wish I had that, but I am okay with this. So let's go. There we go. I'm Batman. Beware. I am darkness. Right there. So we'll put that aside. He does have a few accoutrements. Let's see if they're in the little box or here. So we'll just do this. Got some weird Lego pieces. Interesting. And looks like he's got a few little toys. Okay. The hard part with every time you unbox Lego is that things can start to roll, and that is Trust me, one of the things that will drive you insane. So we'll just do it this way. So he's got 2 spears, it looks like. He has a batarang. No, there are 2 batarangs. Okay. Oh, he's also got a gun. All right, what's that? Okay. Let me see here. So that has this. Then it's got I think I need more light. Let's do that. First things first, more. There we go. Aha! I tried to be all exotic and romantic. Not really romantic, but you know what I mean. Okay. So let's go here. That goes like that. Now we have, okay, let's see here. There's also handcuffs. Interesting. And that. So this goes like this. So we have a tiny little one that goes like that. And then there is another piece. Let me see here. Where are you? There you are. Hello. Beautiful. Oh, there's 2 sets of handcuffs. Oh, I got doubles of everything. It's wild. Okay. So that goes like this. And I guess the idea is it's for his grappling hook. That's what this is then. So we have here, and Batman officially now has a gun. Bam. And then I'm assuming, you know what? Let's go with batarang. A batarang in one hand and a grappling hook in the other seems reasonable. I think that's a fair thing. So thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy. You can comment. You don't have to comment. It's all good. But I'm happy to see some friends come. But there you go. Darkness, fear me. I'm vengeance. So let's put this over right here so you guys can see Batman with his handcuffs. Apparently, he's a pervert. He's a pervert. He walks around with a bunch of handcuffs and all sorts of toys. That's fine. Victoria says, "Yay, Batman!" I mean, who doesn't like Batman? I feel like that would be horrible, right? If somebody saw Batman and then was like, "Oh my God, Batman!" Like, how do you respond to that? Like, really? All right, so we need. Step 1, open the box. Step number 2, take a look inside the box. No, that's a different song. Yeah, if you guys have any opinion as to what you would like to see me build, please don't hesitate to let me know because I do enjoy it. It's more something that I wish I did more of, but at the same time, I have so much on the go. What's up, Serge? How you doing, buddy? Hope all is well. I'm making a Batmobile, the 1989 Batmobile, because let's be honest, that was fantastic. I was debating between that and another one that I have, but that's going to be coming a little later. So it's fine. It's fine. We're just going to work through it. It's very exciting. All right. So that is going to go here. Yeah, this won't be too long. It's only going to be a couple hours, if that, just because it's a fairly small build. I need, there, that's 1 and 2. How are you, Serge? I apologize. We keep on making things at a time of night where you can only catch a part of it, but know that you are missed, sir. All right. There. Oh, there. Aha. We are good. Those 2 go there. And we need one of these bad boys. That's going to go right here. Right in the middle. And then we're going to do 2 more of these. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I'm a fan of Batman in general. Because the whole idea with Batman is he's supposed to be like the peak human, right? Like he's a scientist, he's intelligent, he's the greatest detective. He's also, a gajillionaire and all that jazz. You're like, there are a lot of really good things about Batman. Like, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just a fan of Batman. My God, I'm a Bat fan. I actually, yeah, I enjoy Batman significantly. It's just so much fun. I just wish he would. Actually, you know what I did remember was watching The Return or The Dark Knight Returns, which is the animated. It was based off of what's his nuts. There was a comic in the early '80s that was the first time he was called the Dark Knight. The Return of the Dark Knight, I believe. Anyways, and it's because essentially once Batman disappeared, Joker disappeared, everybody disappeared, and everyone kind of retired until Batman came back because he was needed. Because you always need Batman. Can you imagine a world without Batman? That sounds horrible. Ridiculous, but come on. 2 and 2. So I need there's 2, and where's my other one? I know you're here. That's not it. Where are you? I think the hard part with Lego is too that stuff gets stuck together, and that is there it is always frustrating. But regardless, we push forward. Why? Because that's what Batman would want of us. Yeah, I always find it funny when people are like, Superman's the greatest. I'm like, Superman's an alien. None of us can be Superman, but we can aspire to be Batman. That is factual. I think when in doubt, be yourself or be Batman. I feel like those are good things to be. You know, I'm Batman. I feel like that would be a funny way to introduce yourself. Like, hey, what's your name? I'm Batman. What? And immediately someone would lose their mind. Actually, I put this on the wrong way. It's got to go this way. There. Looks like we have a few accoutrements on the internals. That's going to go here. So I think that we're going to have a stick that goes through somewhere. Let's see. All right. There. And this goes here. Yeah. I have a lot of Lego I need to start working on just because, well, I love it. That's for sure. But also, too, okay, we need 2 yellows. That's going to go there and here. There's a hole right down the middle. Interesting. The plot thickens because it goes all the way through. Okay, now we need 1. One and this and this. So we go here. I tried doing the vertical with Lego, but it's not. That's not a good format, to be honest. There. Okay. What do we have? We have 2 angled pieces. We have 1 and 2. Gorgeous. That's going to go right on the ends. And then we have 2 little black ones there. Okay. Interesting. I think the one, not treacherous, but the one part that people always kind of get frustrated with when it comes to Batman Lego is specifically that a lot of it is black, right? So you kind of can't really see what's what until it's done. And you're like, oh yeah. It was funny to do the bat plane. The bat plane? Bat plane. Yeah, sure. Batwing? Batwing. That's the word I'm looking for. To do the Batwing, the cool part was that like it's just very flat. So you're just kind of like building, 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 and then boop, suddenly you have a plane. It is interesting. Oh, all right. It's gonna go like that. It's gonna go there and there. Beautiful. We are getting closer. Yeah. I think that's the one thing that I find entertaining when it comes to Lego is how they layer colors throughout the system because realistically, it adds a little bit of flair to your project and also gives you an easier way to identify the pieces and put them together and how to figure it out. But all right, so this goes this way. That's it. All right. We have this, which I'm assuming this hole has to be for something. So there's going to be, I'm not sure if this is the front. I believe this is the front and this is the back, but we will find out soon. So for anyone watching, we are making the 1999 Batmobile with Lego. There's a smaller version. Excuse me. It's only about 500 pieces or so, but regardless, it is glorious. Also, I have the animated version, or the Batmobile from the animated series, which is also awesome. So that's going to be coming soon as well. But for now, we will do this. Why? Because it is glorious. Yeah. There. All right. Here we go. We got a little more stuff. So black one, and we need a gray one, and we need one of these. Okay. So we're going to start off. We need black goes there. The white goes in here. And the black goes like that. And it goes here. Interesting. Find out what that is. And then we're going to do the other side, it looks like. So we go here. Where's my other? There. Here and here. Wunderbar. Very nice. I like it. There. Yeah. I think the hard part is figuring out which way things go as well, right? Once you got it, though, you got it. It's just I have made mistakes where I've had to like take a half apart. That is extremely frustrating. But hey, you only have yourself to blame. So, all right, where's that bad boy going? Okay, so we have this. This is a new piece. I haven't seen this before, but maybe I have. I'm not sure. But looks like it goes right in here. And once again, it has there's a lot of tubes going through, and then of course we have this one right here. It goes. This one stops there, but regardless, we are going to see what happens. Okay, so we're doing that. There. I don't know if this, I think this up here would be the cockpit, but I think this is going to be the engine area, and that's where that's going to go. And then there's going to shoot fire out there. Theoretically. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think I'm right. Okay, so that goes here, and it is held by only two little things. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the front, this is the back. I think we're on to the right. We're going in the right direction, everyone. We're going. It's called progress. Oh, Aha! We have found something that requires the stickers. Now, a little thing that I learned a little while ago was that
It is.
my friend Cole,
What it do?
how much, bro? I am, as you can see, I'm not vertical, but still. Let's see if I could do something a little bit different. There we go. Aha! Perfect. How's work going?
Phone disconnected.
Huh? How's your work going? Anyways, so this is also used to apply stickers. Okay, let's see here. Number 1. How's your day, Cole? I don't think you can hear me. But stickers. Yeah. Serge, you know my hate of stickers, but now that I can use this, it's a little bit more easy. What's up, Cole?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh, I think
What's going on? Can you hear me? Hello, Jesus.
barely.
Barely. How dare you?
I don't know why.
It is quite quiet. I'm not sure why either, sir, but quiet it is. All right. We have 2 stickers down. We have 2 more to go, so we're going to put that aside for now. Tell you. I feel like this is one of those things where I get very, not agitated, but I get frustrated with Lego because I'm like, listen, it's Lego, okay? It should be a lot better. Why is there 2 of you, sir? Hold on.
I mean, it's two.
Wait. Well, there was 2
I'm
on the
sorry.
system. There we go. All right. It's showing up twice.
Right.
That's why. Very confusing. I'm telling you. Don't worry. You could figure out the world's problems easily. In case anyone wants to know. Just tell me, how's work?
Going.
Yeah.
So
How are you
I was
feeling?
starting to think that I'm all right. I'm starting to think that my brake issue is the sensor, not the brakes.
Interesting.
Probably gonna go pick up some sensors here in a little bit.
That's fair. In all honesty, there's a lot of. I know I have 2 sensors that are wonky, and it's causing me issues on my brakes. But
Yeah. I mean, that can cause your wheels to lock up though over time.
so it depends, right? Like, so the real thing is like on mine, what it means is that my ABS and traction control are off. But I'm like, that's fine. I'm used to driving cars without that, so I don't really care.
That's the problem I'm having as well.
You then, as long as your brakes are serviced, you shouldn't have an issue. Like, as long as they're not like they're still functional.
Yeah, but I'm getting like like a like a pulsating like issue when I kind of like hit the brakes too hard. Like the
Oh, then
brake
maybe.
pedal pulsates.
Oh, then pump the brakes. That's okay. I just
What do you mean?
realized that like kids who are learning how to drive now don't know what that terminology means.
What do you mean?
Okay, so ABS pumps the brakes for you, right? So your
Right.
wheels don't lock up. But that means you just push down on the brake as hard as you can, and that's all that happens. And you just have to push harder. That's all to engage the ABS. Whereas without ABS, what you have to do is keep pressing. Instead of pushing once, you toot a few times, and that's how you do it.
Gotcha.
That's hence the term "pump the brakes, bro." As
Yeah,
in,
I've never really driven a car that didn't have ABS on it. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
the newest or the oldest car I've ever owned was a '99, '99 Ford Ranger. So
Ford Ranger, bro. That's a real car.
I love that thing, dude. I didn't realize. I thought it was stupid when I got it. I was like, "This is dumb. This is a dumb truck. This dumb baby truck." And now, like looking back, I'm like, "I wish I had that thing." Now, you know what I mean?
100%, bro. Even so, I was talking about this with Victoria, where I'm like, it is very convenient to have space to move things. Like that is something that a lot of people forget. Like that's why I like the Nissan Versa because it had so much room. Like
Oh, I have one of those too.
it's a fantastic car.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we're gonna not build it anymore. You're like, why? It's a great car. Why would you do that?
I lost mine in the divorce.
Damn.
Yeah, because it was in her name.
Yeah.
So I told her, I was like, "Look, they're not gonna. My credit isn't like, cause my credit took a fucking nosedive while I was battling with her in court."
For sure.
And I was like, "Look, they're not gonna give me that car with the way my credit is. I'll make the payments if you will sign a piece of paper saying that you'll gift it to me when it's paid off, and I'll make all the payments. Won't be late. I will do everything not to affect your credit." And she said, "No, I don't trust you," and then took it back to the dealership and defaulted on it, rather than to just let me fucking pay it off.
You know
She
what?
took a default.
Yeah. It's like cutting off your nose to spite your face, right?
Yeah,
Like that.
dude.
That's
It was a
yeah.
2019 Nissan Versa, bro. It don't get no better than that. I love Nissans, dude.
Bro, it's a good. We've at least Victoria leased a few Nissans, and they were always great. Now we're just driving the Caddy, and I'm like, yeah, that's fine. Until the Caddy dies, we're not in the market for anything else. So, but the Caddy, like, I can't move what I moved with the Versa. The Versa, even a buddy of mine, he had a Honda Fit, and I was like, so it's almost the same size, but I'm like, yeah, but why is your rear door so small? Like, you can't fit stuff in here because of the door. He's like, yeah, it's stupid. I'm like, oh, weird.
Japanese car, and like that's a they perfect everything over time. They're gonna whatever was wrong with it last year, they're gonna try to do better next year. You know what I mean?
Well, see, and this is the problem is that Nissan isn't Nissan anymore. It's not owned by Nissan, it's a conglomerate. So you're like, oh, well then what am I buying? And you're like, well, I wanted that, like, and yeah, it's just very frustrating because you're like, why would you?
Nissan was supposed to merge with somebody.
Mitsubishi.
Yeah, and then they like backed out last minute, and Mitsubishi, man, has just been taking it on the chin for like 10 years now.
Well, this is the thing is Mitsubishi, those are good cars. Like a buddy of mine, he has like an Evo Lancer, which is like, bro, that car is
Lasers are the shit, bro.
Bro, it's not just that. Like he's got the one with the turbos and like it's fast, bro. The worst part is I try and get in. I'm like, my hips, my thighs are too big to sit in his seats. I'm like barely fitting in it. I'm like, my nuts are squished in this car. It's quite frustrating, but at the same time, it handles like a dream.
Yeah. I'm driving a Ford Focus right now, and I don't know, man, because I had the you remember the Mazda 3?
Yeah.
That thing before was that thing was it had space, you know. Now I'm in a Ford Focus, and I'm like, I just feel like I'm in a clown car.
Yeah. Which is super bullshit, right? It's and like the Ford Focus is weird because it's a small car. Have you seen? Is it a wagon or just a hatchback, or is it 4-door? What'd you get?
It's 4-door. I don't do hatchbacks.
How come?
I just don't like the way they look.
Makes you feel like a big back? Is that why?
It's like honestly, every person I know that owns a hatchback is either like a stoner or a chick, and I'm like, I'm good.
Victoria loves hatchbacks. Actually, you know what?
Yeah, for chicks, bro.
and she's a stoner. No, she's not a stoner. But
Well, stoners. When I say stoners, it's like usually like a skateboarder or a surfer or something. You know what I mean? Somebody needs like that extra little bit of room in their car, I guess.
yeah,
Like, get a truck, you fucking loser. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta go deliver this.
go. I'll be here. Don't worry. All right, everybody, we're gonna keep on going here. I'll remove that. There. All right. So I'm not sure what this whole thing is about. Hatchbacks are awesome. Well, I don't disagree with you, Victoria. I would like a wagon though. Actually, you know what I want is there's we were looking at this, the Volvo wagons are quite expensive but really cool looking. And also like I like the idea that it looks like a tank. I feel like Batman should have a Volvo wagon. There was actually I remember in Greece too, because Greece has a lot of mountainous roads and stuff. So what they did was they tricked out a Volvo with a twin turbo and stuff. It was pumping out like 700 horsepower, something insane. And it was there specifically to catch Lamborghinis on mountainous roads, and it would, because it handled like a rally car. So that kind of stuff where you're like, it's kind of badass. But then again, a wagon is different from a hatchback too, just in size, I guess, but still is different. See here. All right. That should go that. All right. We have the inner workings of the 1989 Batmobile. We have a few more pieces here. So let's see how that works. That's going to go here. Beautiful. Okay. So these are the leftover extras. We're going to put them with Batman. He'll be able to turn them into weapons if he so deems, because he's Batman. That's how he rolls. Okay. So go with bag number 2. Like we have. Okay, let's try and make sure we don't dump anything out that we need. My wife's been getting mad because she's like, you have too many Lego boxes. So I'm starting to try and consolidate. Well, she's consolidating them because I'm a shit person, but I like my Outback. It got a racing engine and a turbo. Yeah. So an Outback, a buddy of mine, he has a WRX, that as well. It's a fast car. And his has the same thing where I'm like, especially when I was fatter, I would try and sit in the seats and I'm like, I just don't fit, let alone, I could barely buckle the seatbelt, but realistically, it is a cool car. Outback's a good car. I didn't know you were a lesbian, Serge, but that's okay. No, I'm just joking. Come on. You know what I mean. Let's see here. Okay, so this. What the hell? All right, let me try and go through what I have here. So this goes here. Okay, so let's try and piece this bad boy together. Yeah, having a turbo in a car makes a big difference. So this piece right here goes in here. So we're going to, goes right, you guys can see it sticks through there. So this has to go here. All right. Okay. So this turns. So I'm assuming that this is what's going to be the back. All right. I'm going to make some sort of headlight type functions. That's just the one side. So we need one of these. One of these. Okay, let's go like that. This goes on this side. Like that. Yeah. I saw a Subaru the other day that looked pretty cool too. I think there was a new one. It wasn't. It might have been the Forester. I'm not sure, but what did look pretty cool. It was like a new design on it, and it looked pretty awesome. All right, so this is going facing outwards. How? I can't figure out how this works now. No, there you go. Cole's back. Let me see here. What up, guy?
I'm back. I'm gonna go drop off in a fucking Costco. I swear to God, everybody is every Costco the same way where you go into like talk to an employee and they just kind of act like everything is the end of the world every single time you talk to one of them.
So, I would love to talk about Costco. I had an incident today at Costco, and okay. So we shop at Costco on a weekly basis. We do bulk shopping there and we'll buy a bunch of stuff and we move on. Right now, the problem that I'm having is specifically that so there were a lot of lines open because we went early in the morning, so there were a lot of cashiers open as well as self-checkout. I went up to a line. There were two people ahead of me that were like getting like 2 items, no problem. I loaded up the conveyor belt with my stuff, and a person came up and they were in one of the driving little grocery carts, so it's got a seat in it, and they were like, "Hey, I just have flowers. Can I go ahead of you?" And I said, "No, you can wait." Okay, I had already loaded up all my stuff. I'm like, "No, you can wait." That's what I said. They look from me to the cashier, and they're like, "Could I go ahead?" And the cashier goes, "You have to ask him." I look at the cashier. I said no. She can wait. Okay. And then she proceeds to still check her out. And the lady gets out of her buggy, which is for disabled people. She's neither old nor does she look infirm. Okay. She gets up out of her thing so she can go pay and then is on her way. And I'm just looking at these people and I am furious right now. Okay. And I'm like, I'm sorry, did I not just say she can wait? Like what? I don't understand what happened. And the worst part is I'm like, bro, she doesn't have anything wrong with her. She's driving around a cart and she got out of the cart. If you can get out of the cart, you don't need a cart. Sorry. That's just life. Get over it. And basically I was ready to burn the place down. So now
I hate Costco so much. I really do.
I don't know what to do, Cole, because for me personally, on a personal level, I enjoy Costco.
Now, I will say the only experiences I've ever had with Costco are the ones that the one Costco that I live by. So, like, I've never been to another Costco, so I can't guarantee that every Costco is the same. But I just know that the one I deal with regular, I fucking hate.
Well, this is the thing, and also like there is a guy there that he's trying to upsell people's memberships, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do that. He's like, oh, but you can say. I said no. I said no. I don't want it. And he's very harassy, and I'm like, I don't dig that. Just leave me alone, you know? And now I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to go to that Costco anymore. I don't like it when people don't listen to me, and it aggravates the shit out of me when people act like that. So it's very frustrating.
I'm here, by the way. I'm just I'm in a store.
No, that's all good. I appreciate you. You're actually doing stuff, whereas I'm building Lego, so it's only fair that shit happens. So, okay, let's go here. That's why I'm like, and now I'll be honest with you, I'm so aggravated with my Costco right now that I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna find a new Costco because I can't deal with people who don't do that. I'm like, your one job, you're like, hey, ask him. She asked me, I said no. That's it. The answer is no, you can't. But she's like, but I just have flowers. What kind of person goes to Costco to buy flowers and that's it? And they need one of those buggies? Absolutely not. I know you're lying. Everyone knows you're lying. You're a bad person. Very aggravating. I don't know. Maybe you guys can tell me if I'm right or wrong. I think I'm right. Well, obviously, I'm not going to go around thinking I'm wrong, but I don't feel like I was out of line. I feel like I was just, it was more so that it's unreasonable. It's just unreasonable. And I cannot fathom the situation where that's where they're like, oh yeah, that has to happen. I'm like, absolutely not. Just absolutely not. It's disgusting. Oh, I put it on wrong. Awesome. I don't know. But that's my story for today. And I'm telling you, I was ready to lose I'm still angry about it. I really am. And I'm trying not to let it ruin my day because that's not fair to me or to Victoria or to anyone around me. But at the same time, how dare you? It's a very aggravating situation. But I don't know. What about the Costco dogs? You crave them? I do crave them. And this is the thing is like, I love Costco hot dogs and I get, and even Victoria's converted me now. Now I get one hot dog, one Polish sausage. And honestly, they're fantastic. I love them, but I cannot, I'm fortunate that there are probably like 6 Costco's that are fairly close to me. So I'm just going to pick another one. I just got to find one with a gas station because I like that as part of our routine. But I'm so aggravated with the situation, Serge, that I'm just like, I can't function that way. It's too much hassle to deal with people like that. Where I'm just like, you don't deserve my time or my money. I'll go somewhere else, you know? And then at the same time, I'm supposed to not be buying American stuff, which Costco is an American company. So everyone's like judgy. And I'm like, ugh, get over yourself. I don't care. I paid for the membership. I'm using the membership. So
I had to like cancel my fucking I just had to cancel my Costco membership for the 2nd year in a row.
how do you cancel it 2 years in a row? That doesn't make sense.
That's what I said. Because I went and canceled it last year. So I was like, why don't I really go? I only like got the membership in the first place for gas, and then a Sheets opened up. I don't know, like 3 months after I got my membership.
Yeah.
And I just went to Sheets because it was like 15 cents more expensive at Sheets than it is at Costco, but I don't have to wait in that god awful fucking line. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I understand that completely. Let me see here. Okay. All right. We have officially.
Sorry, I'm looking at directions. But yeah, this dude's gonna back into me. Don't back into me,
bro. When I see somebody with their reverse lights on, I move my hand to my horn and I'm just waiting.
Yeah, right, that's what I do.
And I'm just, oh, it's so aggravating to no end. But people people live in their own worlds. Very frustrating.
I think he saw me, but it was making me nervous. But so anyway, yeah, I think last year when it came time to renew it, I just canceled it. Right, I was just like, fuck, I just cancel. I don't go in there. I don't shop and I do like the idea of constantly backing up again. What the fuck? I swear to God, I'm never gonna tell the story because the dude keeps backing up. But I'm kind of got me fucking pinned like a jackass. Shitty because he won't fucking stop backing into me. But damn, there's so much traffic. So yeah, I didn't want to wait in that long ass line at Costco for only like 15 cents cheaper. So I went and just canceled it.
Yeah.
Then last year, this year I get a fucking notification that $150 fucking charge on my card was taken off. I had the executive thingy because I wanted to. Never gonna finish telling the story. for the 3% back or whatever, because it sounded like a good. They talked me into it. I'm not gonna lie. They talked me
Yeah.
into it. And fucking I gotta go. I gotta go all the way up to fucking Costco and give me the money back.
Yeah.
And this whole thing. They can only give me cash. I'm like, I don't give me like I don't know why you act like that's a problem for me. Give me the fucking cash. I don't know. I guess they thought that I was gonna have a problem with the cash, and that was gonna like
Why?
sway me into staying with Costco. I guess I don't know.
That doesn't
Like
make any sense.
it's just so weird. And then the fucking drawer was out of cash, so they had to go to the fucking safe. I'm like, Jesus Christ, is this whole runaround? This whole runaround.
Yeah.
So then I'm like, is this gonna be an every year thing? Are we gonna have? Am I gonna have to cancel every year? And they're like, oh, hold on. So they like went and canceled the card. They're like, oh, so your card was on auto pay. And I'm like, I know, but I canceled my membership. And they're like, well, so those are two different systems. So you can see how that got messed up. And I'm like, no, I can't.
See,
So take it off auto pay. They're
it's
like, yeah,
time.
I'm going to do that right this second. And they did. And I was like, show me.
Yeah, I don't believe you because you were incompetent before, so I assume you're incompetent now.
Right. So I'm
That-
like, and then I had to ask, I was like, so wait, y'all charged me auto pay, but does that mean I didn't have a membership? Like, y'all charged me and I didn't have a membership? Like, what the fuck kind of fucking scheme do y'all got going on here?
Oh, it's a good one. I'll tell you that. It is a top tier scheme, sir.
Because he kind of already, once I asked what the issue was, he kind of already knew what to say.
Oh, yeah.
There's no auto pay. So, get the fuck out of here. So y'all are scamming people.
Oh, it's 100% scam. This is the frustrating part. Is the same idea that Wells Fargo a few years ago, where they were opening up extra bank accounts for people, and they're like, "Oh, that's a sign of profitability." You're like, "No, it's not. Why do I need 10 bank accounts? I don't. What are you talking about?" You know, and they're just like, "Oh, but it's better."
What
And
was
you're
it
like,
about, by the way? What were they doing?
oh, so the idea is that if you open up extra bank accounts, what'll happen is that encourages people it's what's called or viewed as a sticky product. In other words, they're less likely to move or to leave that institution because of those bank accounts. And you're like, yeah, but that's just wherever your main banking is. And it's an assumption. So it's the idea that, oh, well, if we have your main bank account, you're going to stay with us. Hilariously, it's the same thing with Costco, where they're like, oh, well, we're Costco, though. Don't you want to be a member of Costco? I don't want this. And they're like, but we're Costco. And they can't get it through their head that you're like, I don't want it. Do you not understand? Like,
Yeah,
and
the yearly fee to me was just not worth it. Because the only thing I really wanted was their gas, and the only other thing was the hot dogs. You know what I mean? I'm like, I really don't want to go all the way in there to get the hot dogs, if I'm honest. It's like a whole ass fucking, because you got to find parking. I don't know, parking is horrendous at this Costco. Is it like that at your Costco?
yes, I think that's at
You
every
got to
Costco.
park all the way on the other fucking side of the biggest parking lot I've ever seen. It's basically a warehouse.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a Costco. It's a fucking warehouse store. So yeah, like,
Yeah,
I'm like, and then you got to go in there, and then like suddenly, like, I swear to God, the IQ level, the average IQ score drops like 12 points when you walk in there, because like I've been like walked into by the carts, people with carts, like easily 10 times. And
that may
like, in my
may have been on
lifetime,
purpose.
every single time I've ever been walked into by a cart was by somebody at Costco. This is the funny part. In my lifetime. I'm like, and I've watched them do it. Like, I told my brother Grayson one time, and he came in with me, he's like, just watch out for people walking around with their carts. They don't be paying attention at all. He was like, yeah, okay, whatever. He thought I was being dramatic. And then like 15 minutes later, me and him both watched, and somebody just kept walking closer and closer and closer and closer into Grayson, and then hit Grayson. And then Grayson's a loose cannon. He like went off on her. He was like, are you fucking serious? Like, and I was like, I told you.
Yeah. And it's crazy because they're like, oops. What do you mean, oops? Why don't you know how to drive? What's
I
wrong
just
with
walked
you?
into and they didn't even say excuse me or anything. They just like kind of turned the cart and then kept going around me. I'm like, the fucking call the people in here. What is happening?
I get very yeah. I'm not nice in Costco. I'll hit you with my cart. I don't. There was a video of a guy who literally pushed a car. He's like, "Get out of the way," and just used his cart and rammed another cart through. And people are like, "He's crazy." I'm like, "You guys were all blocking the aisle. That's on you. You guys are stupid." That's
Oh my god, I hate the people who park their fucking cart in the middle of the aisle and kind of like block that
yeah.
whole place. They're like, I can't get around your fucking cart now, you fucking dumb. And they're like gone. They're like, I'm like, there's nobody on this aisle. What the fuck is going on? But there's shit in this cart, so I know it's not like somebody just like left their shit. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
They're just pieces of shit.
they just like walked off because they can't find something.
Like, oh, sorry, I was looking for something. Good, take your
Which,
cart with you.
which
You're an
I
idiot.
do too. I do walk away from my cart, go around the aisle or something real quick. But
Sure.
like, I'll park it kind of off to the side or something. You know?
That's the thing is, yeah. Oh, I sometimes will abandon my cart. Yeah, and I'll put it aside so everyone can clearly go around it. No issue. Makes complete sense. This is hilariously, even afterward, Victoria's like, you know what? You should become a driving instructor, like not instructor, a driving examiner, because I'll just fail everyone. But I would actually push to have like there be a driving test for grocery carts because you're just a useless person. Like I just can't. I'm like, no. If you can't drive a grocery cart, you shouldn't have a license. I'm sorry. And then,
I do feel like I've always thought, I'm like, why does it seem like we all got, for the most part, like traffic figured out, but when we get into a grocery store, hell, even just a parking lot,
Yeah.
people like suddenly don't know what to do or how to act.
Yeah.
And like, I really do. I feel like there should be meter maids at like outlet stores and grocery stores giving people fucking like $20 tickets for fucking being stupid with a cart.
That'd be so. Oh, I would love it. I would love every second of it. Yeah. No.
Can you imagine getting a ticket for like shitty car etiquette and it goes on your driving record?
Oh, that would be perfect.
For like a point
You know
or
what?
something?
How we have all these stupid laws and we don't have shit like that? Okay.
Right.
If you guys really want to control stuff, good. Be more strict on driving codes. Even like so, where I grew up in Brampton is now predominantly Indian. Yeah, like en masse to the point where people are just like, oh, that's just Indian people. Like there's no whites anymore. And hilariously, they have like a high occupancy lane where you're allowed to merge into it in certain areas, right? And these people don't give a shit. They just use it as a passing lane. You're like, and nobody's gonna give them a ticket. Nothing. Nobody cares. Okay, good. Like that's the failure of society en masse on you guys. Like if you're not gonna watch that stuff, yeah, that's on you. You like, I never understood that where they're like, oh, what's the big deal? Good, it's an $800 ticket. Eat shit. There you go. But
$100. Jesus.
yeah, this is why, and I'm like,
But
why?
that's like $75 in American money though, to be fair. So.
Like 50. But yeah.
I'll be right back. I gotta deliver this.
All right, I'm here. But yeah, guys, so I had that happen in Costco, and I'm still aggravated with the situation because now I have to find a new Costco that has the gas station, which I'll find. I will, because now I'm operating on spite exclusively. It's very frustrating. I'll tell you. All right, what do I need here? Let's see, of course. Salem booth. No, thank you. Just an FYI. Not interested. But hey, you're more than welcome to watch. Why? Because I like doing that kind of stuff. I'm a weirdo. All right. As you can see, everyone, the Batmobile is looking pretty spectacular. So this is what I'm assuming is the seating area because it's got some computers and things. Then there are air intakes over here, which is interesting because they use like cathedral windows to mimic it. But so far it's looking pretty cool. And this, while we were talking, It has a gear attached to it. So with every wheel spin here, this will spin as well. So it's not quite even, but that's fine. Do, 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 do. Yeah. Ooh, we have more. Yeah. Now I have to find a new Costco, and I'm very, well, don't say it. I'm enraged with the situation. That's for sure. Yeah, that's the one. All right. Okay. So we have this, and now I got to figure out where this goes. Oh, we're doing another one of those. This is going to go here. There. It goes here. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm building right now, but come on, knock on a door. We'll be waiting for you. I don't know what I'm singing. Okay. Okay. So this is going to go here. That is going to go here as well. And this goes here. What up, bro?
So on the plus side, you know,
Yeah.
for like the first time ever, I bought a car that has air conditioning in it.
Ooh, look at you. Moving on up.
Look at me, I'm fucking moving on up, right?
100%. That is 100% moving on
I've
up,
never
bro.
bought a car that had air conditioning in it. I mean, the Nissan that I had, the Nissan Versa that I told you I lost in
Yeah.
the divorce, that one had air conditioning in it, but it wasn't my car, so technically.
I understand that completely, sir. All right. Okay.
Don't ever let nobody tell you I'm not a soldier. By the way,
Why?
trying to be a door dasher, a full time door dasher no less in the summertime with no air conditioning. That shit sucks.
Oh, yeah. That's for sure.
At like 95 degrees.
Bro.
And
Without air
you try
conditioning,
to
yeah.
have water. You try to have water, like water in the back, but it's just fucking boiling hot water that tastes like plastic because it's like all melting together.
Also, too, I've been in that car and you're like, hey, if you need a drink, there's a jug in the back. And I'm like, really? And you're like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, that's not. It wasn't the worst water I've ever had, to go on record. Let's be fair in that way. But it is a lot.
To be fair, I was rocking what do you call it? Like jugs of water.
Yeah.
Now I'm doing packs of water bottles.
Packs of water bottles. Oh, yeah, that's fair.
Because I don't know, I feel like I get more water that way.
I see. Yeah. Well, because that's the thing is a jug of water is hard to drink, whereas a bottle of water is a one and done, just boop, boop, right? The only thing is you got to be careful with jugs of water. Like with water and plastic in general is not a good mix. You know what you should get?
Yeah, I agree.
I got this that I was taking when I go on long walks, and it's more than a liter. I think it might be at least 2 liters of water. But
I can't keep nothing like that in my fucking house. Not with my fucking heathen ass family.
no, but you can leave it in your car in the trunk and it'll be fine.
No, I can't.
All right, fair enough. I understand.
Once they move out, yeah, I haven't like. Who was it the other day? I'm trying to think. Something got moved of mine again, and I was like, man. I looked at my sister dead eyes. I was like, I can't shit in this house. This is my house.
Yeah, that's fair.
So my sister just looked down. She was like, I'm sorry. I'm like, it's not your fault. Not yet. I'm sure it will be soon, though. I'm going to go pick up a delivery. I'll be right back.
Go. Okay, where did I go wrong with this bad boy? Okay. So I know I need these pieces, but this is, I think, in the wrong place. It is. Yep. Okay. This goes here. That's fine. Yeah. See, I put this on top, and when it should have been this side. Because that is going to, yeah, there we go. Now it all makes sense. So right here, if you can see this, guys, is right here. It's got a little opening. And the idea is that these will go right here, and that fits perfectly. There. Now this and this can go here. Oh yeah, now we're talking. There, Legos and door dashing odd combo. That's fair, Serge. You're right. So these are the guns. And then they tie you back in. So we have this is going to go across there. So it goes like that, which will. This is the cool thing about Lego is the way they layer things is the intent is to structure it so that everything kind of works together. So you just have to make sure everything fits, or at least everything is clicked in. All right. So we have this turns there, and then this. Very cool. Very cool indeed. The Batmobile, one step closer. It's very exciting. Okay. I am very much enjoying it. I'll tell you that much. All right. So we have this bad boy is going right here. That doesn't work. I need a white thing here. Oh. Huh. That was my bad. There. So now we have that is covered. Perfect. And this is going right behind it. Also perfect. Right. Now we have this goes here. There. These are going up front. Yeah, I tell you, it's a weird Friday to say the least, but hey, it's our Friday. We'll do as we please. That's going there. Perfect. And oh, interestingly enough, all the pieces from bag 2 are being used. That's a first. Usually there are extras. And that is like the norm in my experience. So interesting, Lego. Interesting. Okay. So this is where we're at. We have guns come out, guns go away, and then we have with the wheel turning, something back here is going to happen. But all right. We're on bag 3. All right, let's see here. We are basically, I think we finished the quote unquote guts of it, but it is fun. By the way, Serge, I love Wi-Fi, so thank you very much for sending to them. I'm not sure how I can live stream previous episodes. I think I can do that through StreamYard. I just have to upload them and do it kind of a thing, but because it runs 24 hours a day. So I'm like, I'm not sure if we can how I want to do it, but I think I know how to do it. I'm trying to figure it out. But I do like the Y files. I do enjoy that kind of conversation type pieces, and I do like conspiracy theories just because to discuss them. What's up, bro?
The third said Legos and door dashing, odd combo.
Yeah. Which I mean, yeah, that's fair.
Brother's got to work, man. Make some money, damn baby.
Some of
Fucking,
us are
so I just came out of this restaurant, right?
yeah.
This restaurant, I go in sometimes, and there's this one real flirty bitch who works the desk. I guess she's kind of the host, I guess.
Alright.
And she'll sit there and flirt with me back and forth all goddamn day. And I don't know, maybe 2-3 months ago, I finally like asked her out. And she was just like, "Oh, I have a boyfriend." I'm like,
Why are you
okay.
flirting with me?
And then so I just kind of like left it alone or whatever. I was like, maybe I was misreading the signs. But then she'd go and start flirting with me again. And again, I could be misreading the signs. But like, I swear to God, she's like her eyes like bright, like
Yeah,
get real like wide or whatever when she sees me, you know. And she wants to sit there and like joke around and have a conversation. And I'm like, I gotta work. Like, and so do you. Like, quit acting like I'm not your favorite fucking person if you got a boyfriend. Like, what do you want? What does she want from me? She want me to beat her boyfriend up? Is that what she wants?
Oh no, you're if something happens with her boyfriend, you're gonna get a phone call. It's that simple. Which you're like, that makes you a bad person. Just
I swear, man.
it's the worst part is that she's working on a backup before anything has ever even happened, and you're like, why would you do that? Like
That's
the
what my
amount of
family does.
the disrespect that is to your current significant other is like
Yeah.
out of control. Like,
Well, yeah, because it's kind of like, well, do you even like the guy you're with then? You know?
we've been together for a long time. Okay, then why are you talking to me? It's a very simple question. Why are you bothering me? If you're so intent on this, then why is this my issue, right?
Right. Yeah, it's like women look at us like the way we look at cars.
Yeah.
Like, all right, it's been 6 years.
Yeah. I'm gonna need something soon. I don't want to
Right.
get rid of it, but I need to start planning. And you're like, that's a horrible thing. Like that that makes you a bad person, lady. But whatever. That's the whole thing where you're like the audacity and disrespect of those actions. You're like, yeah, I don't want anything to do with, especially if they're like, oh, I broke up with my boyfriend. You want to talk? You're like, no, you're horrible.
Right.
That and they're like, what? Fuck you then. You're like, yeah, okay, that's fine, but you're still a bad person, and I'm not dealing with that garbage.
I was interested in you when you had a man, and that's because like you had value. That's why you were had. Now you're not had, so now nobody wants you.
Yeah,
Why would I want something that nobody wants?
Now you're expired. Not interested.
Right.
Yeah. Sorry. It's just
You're on clearance. Why the fuck would I want to pay full price?
Yeah. You're on clearance. Oh God, that's horrible. That is exactly how you tear someone down. Like, sorry, I don't buy from the clearance bin. Good for you.
I'm really talking shit because if she hit me up, I would hit her up back. I don't know if I would necessarily like get into a long-term relationship with her, but
no, you'd hit it and quit it.
I don't know if I would quit it, though. I would just keep hitting it until she got tired of me. That's what I did with Taylor.
Yeah, that's fair.
You remember? Oh, what's her face who kept fucking stalking me? She kept being like,
she's still stalking you, but yeah,
right. Like I made it very clear that I had no desire to be her boyfriend, but she just kept.
She's like, you should be my boyfriend. You're like, I don't.
Right,
and
I was just like, I'm gonna do what I want, and she'll be like, but we'll want the same thing eventually. I'm like, no, we won't. And then she kept getting mad at me for not wanting the same thing as her. Like,
isn't that weird? Like, so, and that's the wild thing. Like when people are like, oh, I expect, like women get with a man expecting he'll change, and men get with women expecting they won't change. And you're like, yeah, those are both wrong. Because I'll tell you, their women change constantly, and it is it could be a lot. It could be a lot to experience, and it's not a fun experience. I'll tell you that.
Well, that's a weird thing about them women in general.
Yeah.
I'm not like bashing women. I'm just trying to understand them. But like my experience is they'll get in a relationship with you, um, expecting to be able to change you, and then years go by, they'll break up with you, and their reason is that like, oh, you changed. Isn't that what the fuck you wanted?
Bro, that was like a girl dated a guy. It's a cartoon, and the guy's like had long hair, dressed really, gangster and everything. And then she's got him all lamed out, nice glasses, and he's all prim and proper. And she's like, "Yeah, I need a bad boy." You're like, "That? Why did you change him?" It's very, that's a very simple thing. All right, there's the front of the Batmobile so far, everyone.
Oh, you're moving.
Yeah, well, I'm on bag 3 of 4, so it's not too big of a build. It's fairly reasonable, but you know how it is. You know how it is. It's always troublesome. No. But yeah, no. How's are you working? You usually work till what, 7, 8?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I was supposed to go to a meeting tonight, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to do that anymore because it's just a bunch of old people.
A meeting.
Yeah, for my fraternity. Just because it's on the other end of Toronto. So,
you were in
yeah.
a fraternity?
There's a lot to explain. Anyways. God damn it. Yeah. No, that's fine.
So you did some gay shit is what you're telling me.
I did not do gay shit.
You did gay shit to hang out with a bunch of guys.
There was no gay shit.
Now you have like a endless for life brotherhood.
It's no, I'm Mason. That's what it is. But
oh, you're a Mason.
Yeah.
So you're in the Illuminati.
Yeah. Who keeps the metric system down? We do.
And you haven't invited me?
We can go to a lodge down there if you want.
There's a Masonic center. We're like literally like 3 miles from my apartment. I pass it every day.
Yeah, it can be good. It can there can be issues as well. It's
like anything, right?
It depends, right? It depends on who's there and stuff. So like you can meet up with people there, and it could be really great. Like the majority of guys that I've met through it have been really awesome, and I enjoy their company to no end. And it's a great experience, right? I've enjoyed it thoroughly. But then there are some people there that I would happily bury alive. So, it's kind of tricky at times. So, just so you guys can see, there's the front of the Batmobile. And it looks really cool. And
so which one did you go with?
I went with the 1989 one, the original Michael Keaton.
99. I was like the Clooney Batman. I was like,
no, the original Batman Michael Keaton one.
Gotcha. Yeah, on the note of the Clooney Batman, I feel like that one gets a bad rap. I went back and watched it not too long ago, maybe a year or two ago, and it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that good either, mind you. But like, if you any like when you've seen The Dark Knight, it's kind of hard to compare any other version of Batman. If I'm honest.
Yeah.
Like,
no, you're 100% correct.
So like, you have to take into consideration that like Clooney was before The Dark Knight, and he wasn't better than Keaton or Kilmer, but I don't know. I like the movie.
But that's the thing is, it's a kids movie, right? Like that's once you understand that who their target market is, it's fine. But that's like for me, I'm a huge fan of the darker, grungier Batman, as opposed to the lights and the color and the flashing. Like for me, Batman and Batman Returns were like epic in my childhood. That's no question. Like that was such a marvelous thing that I enjoyed the shit out of it. But It's
I
not
I
the same
will
person.
say with the I love the Dark Knight and all of the Christian Bale Batman, and I
Yep.
like the Michael Keaton one, the
Yep.
Val Kilmer one. Honestly, I haven't really ever hated any version of Batman, but and I really love the Robert Pattinson Batman. But
Yeah.
I do kind of hope that this new DC universe
Yeah.
kind of makes like a modern day version of the Adam West Batman. I want to get back to that just for the fucking fun and shits and giggles. Because nobody does that. I always want to make this super dark, fucking ominous Batman, and I just want something fun.
It would be entertaining if it was like Robin Williams as Batman.
Robin Williams? No, we'll get the fuck out of here.
Hey, it would be wild. Because remember, Robin Williams could do anything, right? But he was also hilarious. Notorious joke stealer as well. But still funny as hell. So I think him as Batman trying to be serious might be entertaining. Because like think about it for Goodwill Hunting, right? Like he can do drama. There's no
Yeah, Ben Affleck. Yeah, he's another good Batman. He was a great Batman.
I thought Ben Affleck. See, I like Ben Affleck because he was a spectacular Bruce Wayne, right?
I
The
think he was
only
good at Batman too, though.
he was okay. He was decent, right? But like it was like he used the voice modulator and stuff like that. And you're like, okay, yeah, okay, I get what you did. It's not not the greatest, but like it works. It does the job. So, but
Well,
like,
he just came off as like a fucking G, you know? Like he was like a fucking like the Ben Affleck Batman kind of reminded me of like the Justice League cartoon Batman.
oh yeah, I can see that. Yeah, it's and that's the weird part is that I find people forget that you're like, see, the hard part is that technically when you get into it, I know Robin Williams died, Surge, but still, it would be entertaining. You have to admit, yeah, death under false pretenses too. But that guy got murdered. But like, it's the hard part is that you need someone that can play both Batman and Bruce Wayne, which are technically extremely different characters, right? Like, and as well, you have to realize that it's a scam, right? He's trying to bamboozle people constantly into not believing that he is only just Bruce Wayne. And that the idea of him being Batman is so crazy. Like, think about it. Gordon is a great detective, and the idea that he couldn't understand that, like, it has to be such a ludicrous perception, like possibility that people are like, no, there's no way. Bruce Wayne is Batman. Okay, yeah, sure. Right.
I feel like I feel like Jim Gordon. It needs to be implied that he doesn't want to know who Batman is. Here, give me one second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go. I think that's very factual that Jim Gordon does not want to know who Batman is. I think he faked it. I had a customer who had to have been him trying to act normal. Like that's yeah. It's that idea where I'd rather not know because if I do know, then I have to do something, and I don't want to have to do something. So we'll leave it at that, right? So they're like it's a weird thing for sure. In that, like, how do I? Because like, police aren't supposed to support vigilantes. It's a weird thing, but that's why it's always a weird kind of situation. In that, if Gordon was lying, you know, how is it possible that he would lie or lie to himself even? But I guess at that stage, like Gordon was like, who am I going to rat to, right? Who am I going
Right.
to tell? Like I can't. What I'm going to tell everybody that
Even
Bruce
if
Wayne's
you,
Batman?
well, I think in the new Batman, or the Robert Pattinson Batman, it's one of those things where he doesn't want to know because if he does rat to somebody, it could probably wouldn't, but the idea is that it could get Batman killed, and then that's like his fucking one guy who's helping him, you know,
Who's
even
Gordon
though he's a
in
vigilante.
who's Jim Gordon in the I've seen it, but I don't remember who's
It's the black guy. He's black.
Which one?
He
That
played.
doesn't
Okay,
make-
is he black or is he Hispanic? I don't know. But he played. Did you ever see the Shaft movie with Samuel Jackson?
Yeah.
Okay, you remember the Mexican guy? What was his name? I can't remember his name, but it was a Mexican. One of the bad. He was one of the bad guys, like the drug dealer or something like that. Real primped up.
I don't know.
He's playing Jim Gordon. What about fuck? Did you watch I don't know his name, but did you watch the Hunger Games?
Yes.
Okay, the one real nerdy guy, nerdy like black Mexican guy. He's like Dominican or something. A little bit older.
I'm just gonna Google it on my phone. Hold on.
Yeah, you'll know. I gotta go deliver this. I'm gonna
Go.
pull that.
Let me see here. The Batman cast. Who's Jim Gordon? Oh, Jeffrey Wright. Oh, he's a great actor. That's fine. Yeah. I don't know. He was in Wonder World as well. Wonder World? No. Westworld? I think it was Westworld, which is very cool. I got to catch up on that. I haven't seen that in such a long time. See, it's stuff like that where you're like, man. Yeah, Jeffrey Wright's fantastic. He was in James Bond too. This is looking pretty wicked, though, don't you think? That's the front. Here's the back. We have guns that shoot up. It is very interesting, that's for sure. Where does that little thing go? Hold on, I need two of these little bad boys. And they are going where? May have missed something. Oh, up there. Yeah. All right. So these go right here. Yeah, I think Lego has to be horizontal. Can't do the vertical unless I have a lot more space. So. Two of these. Where do they go? Ah, they are exhausts. Interesting. All right. Okay. So if you can see here, these actually have a little hole in the bottom, and they click on to the individual piece, and it looks like those are our exhausts. I just have to be able to use my gigantic fingers to get them in. So now we have exhaust. Interesting. The plot thickens, as they say. All right, we have these two are going to be in the back. Yeah. No, I didn't mind. I thought I gotta watch I don't know, has anyone seen the whatchamacallit? Who was it? Penguin? Because that's a show also I want to see. I haven't seen it yet, but I think Colin Farrell supposedly did a fantastic job, so that's always cool. Okay, so we have upgraded the back a little bit. Looking a little fancy. Fancy schmancy. All right, now we have these bad boys. Yep. I'm in the right place. You know, I always worry that I've put things in the wrong place, but then we have gigantic wheels, smaller wheels, gigantic wheels. I wonder if they're the same size. I don't think they are, but hey, what the hell do I know? The answer is not much. Not much at all. Okay, I try. All right. Now, of course, thanks to the laws that govern society, we will have brake lights on the Batmobile. That sounded interesting. Oh man, it's already 6:25. That's late. There.
All right. So did you find out
Yeah,
who
Jeffrey Wright.
Jim Gordon is?
Yeah, he was in Westworld as well. He was in James
remember
Bond,
that.
remember? He was in the ones with what's his face? All the James Bonds with Daniel Craig.
Yeah. After Skyfall, what was the one that happened after Skyfall? Spectre. Spectre
Yeah.
was so fucking bad that I never watched another James Bond movie, and I think there was only actually one more after Spectre, but like,
Yeah.
Spectre was so bad that I just couldn't take it.
Especially when they started with Casino Royale and Mads Mikkelsen as the guy. You're like, yeah, that was an awesome
Yeah,
idea.
Casino
Like,
Royale was dope.
Casino Royale was dope.
Skyfall was dope. What was it? Not the Bourne Ultimatum. That's Jason Bourne. What was the one after Casino Royale and before Skyfall?
I don't remember.
That one was okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it's called, but I remember it being okay. And then Spectre happened. I was like, Jesus Christ, this is so bad.
It got so weird, and you're like, hold on, you have Christoph Waltz as the villain, and what are you talking? Like, what? None of this makes any sense. Like, it went out so far in left field that you're like, I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, Christoph Waltz. I love Christoph Waltz. He's one of my favorite
actor.
He can do. He makes a movie. Like if it like a lot of people want to talk about like Django Unchained, but like and how good of a movie it was, but I don't think it would have been as good as it was without Christoph Waltz. If I'm honest.
There's an episode of Between Two Ferns with Zach Galifianakis, and he asked Christoph Waltz, he's like, do you say the N-word more in Django Unchained or in real life? He's like, real life. And you're like, wow, awesome. You're like, that is a guy who, bro, and he knows like 9 languages. Like, he's an extremely impressive human being.
Yeah. Well, in middle Europe, you're going to learn a lot of languages.
You have to, right? It makes you versatile for the field. So.
Well, it's just like the way Europe is connected too. Everybody kind of runs into each other over there.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing is they're like, oh, okay, do you speak Italian? And you're like, yeah, I can speak Italian. Okay, come on over. And they're like, okay, we'll do something. And you're like, all right, cool. Right. But like, if you're like, no, I only speak German. I can only speak German. You're like, okay, well then you can only speak German. Right. So whereas Christoph Waltz can speak a shit ton of languages, you're like, that changes things significantly. I still remember watching him in Inglourious Bastards, and I was like, bro, guy is a G. I don't give a shit. One of the greatest performances I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, Glorious Bastards, and then after that it was I think Water for Elephants with Robert Pattinson and Reese Witherspoon, which was a good movie. It's about the traveling circus or whatever back in the Prohibition era. And
you saw that for a woman, didn't you?
I'm not gonna lie, but it was a good movie. But Christoph Waltz was such a fucking like menace in that movie, both those movies. And I'm like, when Django Unchained came out, I was like, he's gonna play a good guy in this movie. This will be interesting. And then he was so good at that too, that I was just like sold he could do anything. And then what he could not do is be a Bond villain.
Which the weird thing is, he can definitely be a Bond villain. That's what I don't understand. You're like, I don't understand why you guys screwed this up. Like,
yeah, no, it wasn't his fault. That movie was just bad.
All right, so
I think Daniel Craig was kind of over James Bond by then.
He was, and I think that was one of the big problems because he was like, I just don't want to do this anymore. And you're like, bro, if you don't want to do it, no problem, but don't do it and be like, oh, I guess I'll do it because I have to. Like, no, nobody wants you to do that. It's It's a weird thing when especially like remember Katherine Heigl with the big cans. She was like, I don't feel like the stuff that I did is worthy of it, so I'm gonna withdraw. And you're like, bro, you were only put in because the writers. Yeah, well, she clearly, and then you're like, great, now she's blacklisted and can't get work. You're like, that's how that works. Treat people like shit, act like an asshole, and that's what you get. Right? It's very simple. Like,
Well, I think Daniel Craig gets a pass because he can actually act and like he's done other things other than James Bond that were fucking very good.
Well, have you seen Knives Out?
Yeah, he's really good at Knives Out.
Really good.
Both of them now. Glass Onion too.
Yeah, all the Glass Onion, all those movies. You're like, where he's a detective. There's another one coming out soon.
Yeah, there's a third one coming out.
It's he does a great job, and his accent is absolutely ridiculous, which makes it
terrible,
funnier.
But...
It's very terrible, but hilarious because especially actually the last one where what's her face Goldie Hawn Goldie Hawn's
Kate Hudson.
Kate Hudson is like he's like it's he goes, it's dumb. She's like, it's so dumb it's genius. He's like, no, it's just dumb. And you're like,
I love that line.
It's a hilarious line.
I was about to reference it if you didn't.
All right. So we had a couple little pieces left over, but we're good. Had extras. So we're on to bag number 4. How much longer are you working?
I gotta make like 25 more bucks.
Nice.
So it's probably like an hour.
Fair enough. Well, I'll keep you company for a short period of time, sir. But it is enjoyable. We can always switch once I'm done this, because now I'm making Joker. I think this is the thing is like there are a lot of busts that I have from like I have Darth Vader, a few other Star Wars ones. I have Boba Fett, I have the Mandalorian, but like I think that they should make a Joker and Batman bust for Lego. I think those would be really cool. Maybe it's just me, but this is my opinion. I am very important. Thank you. Yeah. We ate pizza because it's Pie Day. I love pizza, but at the same time, God, this makes me feel so lethargic afterward.
Oh, people, shit.
All right. And we
have my God, what is wrong with you people?
They need Jesus.
But people will just sit at green lights, I swear.
Oh yeah, that's factual. That's not news, sir. Oh yeah, I was right.
And I could be doing jackass-free shit on the road, and then when you're like doing jackass-free shit, and you have to stop in the middle of a fucking like you're just like parked on the what is it, the hash lines between two lanes. I'm like, go, so I look like less of a jackass.
Yeah, that happens.
Or a cop sees me doing this shit. Come on, I'm a sitting duck here.
That's the real frustrating part when people are like, what are you doing? And you're like, I can't.
Just mind your business and go.
Stop being a prick. Just let me through. You know, I know I'm wrong. We all know I'm wrong. Let me move on.
Let me be wrong, and you just do your life. You know.
Yeah. Why are you worried about me? Get on with your life. Move away. You know. Stop looking at me. Focus on traffic.
Yeah, that's what you do. You get away from the stupid people, right? I'm the stupid person. Get away from me.
I mean, you know what? Actually, Victoria was driving to pick something up yesterday, and she was like, so down our street, some guy stopped in the middle of the road and then just started talking to one of the people I was standing in the driveway. And it's like, okay, why don't you pull over, get out of your car, and have a conversation? Why are you stopping them? Like, you're gonna die. Like, that's how you do that.
Dude, that happens every time I go in the ghetto, man.
That's because ghetto people are ghetto.
They do that shit. They'll look at you. They'll make eye contact with you and just keep having a conversation. I'm like,
and you're You're like,
I'm
oh,
outnumbered here, you know, so I'm not gonna do anything. And they know I'm outnumbered, so they know I'm not gonna do anything.
I know, but you know what? Like that's rude.
I
You're like
I
you're just,
agree.
you're a bad person, and the fact that you're ignoring me as if you're in somehow important, you're just yeah. During lockdown, I had so many Joker masks. I mean, that was for a different reason, wasn't it, Surge? For shenanigans. This is where I wish we could do more. I wish I was down there so you guys we could hang out and do stuff, but you know, I'm sure I'll be down soon. And then we'll have a party. It'll be exciting. We'll do stuff. Okay. There. Mm-mm-mm-mm. This is coming together quite well. So, as you can see, everyone, we have the Batmobile. It is glorious. There's no question. It is the beauty. Okay. And we have, where is that? Let me think here. Is it this black one? I think it is. Yeah. Okay. All right. That is going to be our steering wheel. There. Yeah. I have a couple of friends who really like Joker as well. And I'm like, I think like my thing as well was definitely the fact that the Joker, at least Ledger's Joker, was by far one of the greatest cinematic Jokers that we've seen, right? The only other one, like Mark Hamill's Joker, is fantastic. I can't disagree with that, and I totally understand, but I'm saddened by the fact that he's like, I'll never do Joker again because my Batman is Kevin Conroy, which I'm like, that's totally fair. That is a reasonable thing. All right. Yeah. A sticker. Okay. I have a little. I'm not sure if we can. There you go. You can see a little bit of it. And that goes right there. Now we have control panel with details. I believe this is going to go up here. I don't think it goes down here. I think it goes up here, but we'll see. Regardless. There. Okay. We have Ziz, which are going to go like that. That's going to have there. What is that? Huh. I don't know what that is. The symbol. It says don't put something in your eye. That's weird. All right. We have these two. Let's go with. They get the gray one here. Yeah, I have a couple friends that are big fans of Batman. They're actually at Comic-Con today, which I would have liked to go, but it was like $40, and I'm like, no thanks. I have other things to do, and that's why I'm going to do this instead. And I'm celebrating Comic-Con by building the Batmobile, because why not? It's fun. It's enjoyable. It's an experience. Da-na-na. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, that goes here. This goes here. Yeah, this is a lot smaller than the tumbler, but it still looks cool. Let's see. Okay, so I have two of these. Nope. Where did that go? Okay, I have that and that. So this is going to go here and here. There. can you still buy the Joker masks? Is it? I'm assuming it's the Joker mask from the Heath Ledger guys. Those were pretty cool. There and in there. Okay. So one there, one there.
Hey, my bad, man. I was gonna sit there and chat with you while I was in there waiting for that
Yeah.
food to be done, but they had music playing. I didn't want you to get flagged.
Yeah.
Copyright or
No,
whatever.
of course, my friend. Of course. It is. This is not the problem. The problem is the solution. Don't worry. No, I'm just kidding. Right.
No, you know what's funny is I'm door dashing while doing this with you, right? And apparently I can't like have like my maps displaying while I'm uh, uh on streaming with you, which I thought I could have them both displayed at the same time. So like I'm just like reading the street signs or like whatever street the customer is or the restaurant's at, and I'm like, oh, I know where that's at. And I'm just driving that direction until I get close.
Bro, please don't get lost.
I've been doing this for 6 years, dude. I know where everything is around me.
I understand, but at the same time, I don't want you to have a problem. No, it's not weird.
You said,
I was gonna say, so like I pride myself on knowing how to get around, and that comes from when I used to have to knock on doors and stuff, right? Like you learn where things are. So, and then people are like, "How do you know all this?" And I'm like, "You don't want to know. That's fine. Trust me, it's not for you." But
I think that's important. Like it's like I feel like it's definitely a trait of somebody who has their shit together. You know what I mean? That knows where most things are.
Yeah.
At least they're in their area. You know.
Well, this is my thing. Is that I'm like, I live in this city. I should know how to get around. So I'm like, okay, what's the closest major intersection? If they say that, I'm like, okay, I know how to get there. No problem. I'm like, I might still look it up, but I'm like, I'll know. And then it's only like when we're like really, really close, then I'm like, okay, pull up GPS, let's find out where their street is, and we'll go from there.
Oh, mine's way crazier too, though. Like what I know is like I'm like, oh, this place is packed because of construction or traffic or whatever reason. I know how to like get out of the situation quickly and just go somewhere else a different way.
I've used shortcuts where people are like, where are you? And I'm like, oh, don't worry about it. I'm in an industrial area. They're like, how do you know to go in an industrial area? I'm like, that's none of your business. That's not. I'm like, I remember once, so I was working, I guess close to uptown, like the northern part of Toronto, but like fairly center, like the middle of Toronto. And we had to go outside into the suburbs. And everyone's like, we should go. Oh my God, it's going to take us so long. And I'm like, no, that's an easy drive. And they're like, no, it's not. I'm like, yep, no, it is. That's a very easy drive. And they're like, no. I'm like, you know what? How about this? You guys leave. I'll meet you there. And they're like, Dino, you can't be late. I'm like, I won't be late. Trust me when I tell you, I will not be late. I'm like, and then, so the funny thing is, I leave like 10 minutes after they did. Okay. Not like sneaky just after. No. It was like 10 minutes later. And I still got there like 10 minutes before they did. And they were like, how? They're like, how did you do that? I'm like, what route did you guys take? And they're like, we took the highway. I'm like, during rush hour? What are you guys, idiots? And they were just like, thanks. And I'm like,
that's what Google told us to do.
Yeah. I've been so priding myself these days on driving, and then Google will be like, oh, use this way. And I'm like, nope, that's a horrible idea. Why would I do that?
Yeah, right. I've caught that. Now that I'm pretty like directionally like inclined, I've clocked out Google some shit on like thinking Google was going to give me the best. Like I'll be like, I just Google will probably know what the best route is, and I look at it, I'm like, why the fuck would I go that way? Like, what the hell?
That's a worse direction. You're like, what do you?
There's three other better directions. Like,
yeah, and hilariously, it's like it's directing you to where all the traffic is. You're like,
yeah,
no, why would you do that? I'm like, the whole point is to not. You're supposed like. Did you ever use Waze?
No, I never used Waze. I heard Waze takes you through like neighborhoods, which is a lot of what I do, if I'm
So
honest.
I'll tell you this: Waze used to be awesome. Okay, and then Google bought it, and suddenly when you used Waze, all of a sudden, like it would use your battery like on fire. Your phone was burning hot, and you're like, "What the hell's going?" Like I used it to get to work during a snowstorm. I got there in record time using little size just, and sure as fuck, I got there. I needed to charge my phone. I left the house with like 94% battery.
Shit.
Yeah, it was wild, and I'm like, "What the hell?" And it was like, "Oh, well, it just happens." I'm like, "No, it doesn't just happen. That's a scam." And now Waze sucks, and you're like, "Oh, there you go."
Why would they buy something and then make it suck though? Like that's a weird strategy.
It's
If you
the
own both, why wouldn't you want them both to be like usable?
because Waze is an app, whereas Google is an entire data mining project, right? Every time you Google something, that how many people are Googling it and all that kind of stuff, that all falls into their scam, right?
Yeah.
So it's this whole big thing of them trying to be like, "Oh no, we're helping," and you're like, "I don't think you are. I think you're just mining data." Which, listen, that's fine, but why are you eliminating stuff that's good? So, that's a scam. That's basically what you're doing. So,
You know,
and they try to be like,
I
"No, we're
I
good."
had to use Google Maps as evidence to back a statement with my custody case because my baby mama made a claim that I caused an entire scene at like a drop off
What?
um between me and her for Jack, like our kid,
Yeah.
and like I was like, at first it was like, okay, well, there's cameras there, and then she made the claim that like, oh, they said they deleted them already, blah blah blah, and so like I had to use like the date that they gave and the time and everything that they gave. I went into my Google Maps,
Yep.
like 'cause your phone tracks your
Everything. Yeah.
yeah, it tracks you. A lot of people turn that shit off. I don't because I do so much. Like obviously, I drive around a lot, so mine's always on, and I just
Yeah.
leave it on. I don't give a shit if they know where I'm at. And honestly, it worked because I gave them the information. I was like, look at my fucking my GPS locations for that time of day. I was at home. It says I was at home where I lived. It's my home address. Y'all know my home address.
Yeah. Oh, really? The worst part is when they're like, "Well, you really can't use it." Why not? Well, that just says your phone was there. Okay. Why would I
Well,
be away from my host
I
without
don't
my
think
phone?
that it necessarily proved that I didn't cause a scene, but it caused enough of like uh enough of
Doubt.
doubt that
Yeah.
they're like, okay, well, she clearly don't know. She clearly can't be trusted either. You know what I mean?
Well,
So
that's obvious, but yeah.
all it did was put me and her on even ground
Yeah.
for the arguments we were making. You know what I mean? Because at first she was making all these wild claims, and they were believing her, and then I had to just create doubt. And then instead of believing that she was a liar, like I was claiming, they were just like, okay, so then they basically were like, well, y'all are both liars then. What?
You're like, "Why? I didn't lie. I didn't." Yeah. Isn't that the worst when people are like, "Okay, well, then you're both." No. I've proven her a liar. I haven't done anything else. You're like, "That's not reasonable. You're being
Right.
ridiculous." You know. But they're adamant about that kind of stuff where they're like, "Oh, well, you're like, "No, I don't know. I really don't. I really don't, and I would love to hear it from you. Thank you."
Well, what I'm understanding now is that the way family court judges look at it is if one parent makes a bunch of wild claims about the other, they're starting to be like, okay, well, if that's true, then why'd you have a child with them? And then I'm like,
100, bro.
that's not how you handle that.
No, it's not. But at the same time, fair point. You're like,
I mean,
listen.
it is a fair point, but like, this isn't the time for that. It's
Yeah, well, yeah, that's fair. I will give you that, sir. All right.
I need
Put,
to check.
put the tires on backwards. So let me just try and fix that shit. But we are
Yeah,
just
no,
about
because like, what drives me crazy is she was making a bunch of wild claims about me, and they were like, "Oh, okay, so you're a horrible person." I'm like, "No, here's the proof of why I'm not any of the things she says I am." And then it turned into, "Oh, you're calling her a liar, and you can prove she's a liar. Why did you have a baby with her?" What?
Oh, they said that to you. You're like, well, because she was attractive and I'm an idiot. There you go.
Oh, yeah. No, it's
Now,
just I don't like the way they turn it around and get on me again.
well, but that's also, as you've explained, that's just what they do, right? They're like, well, then you're held responsible. Like, wait, why? I didn't do nothing. Why are you being an asshole? And they're like, because you deserve it. You're like, that's not fair. It's really not fair. But all right, so let's see here. Is wildly okay. So now, as we drive, the fire of the back moves. But interestingly enough, is the idea is this comes out. Batman can go in. He cannot take his gun with him, I don't think. Let's see here. Maybe he can. We'll see. I think the idea that Batman wears a cape in his car is also ridiculous a little bit, but
Yeah, does he have room for all that?
he does not. And I can't really. There we go. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to get. Nope, I just took his head off. That's all. Show us Batman. Here you go.
Are you done?
Just about.
Damn.
Batman. Okay, so we have his gun and the grappling hooks and the extra cuffs. It had, so this is the cool thing actually right here, is it actually has like a trunk that closes and it had a little sticker on top of it. So it looks like a vent, but it is a trunk. So let's go. That goes in there. His gun goes in here. We have a few handcuffs as well. And batarang. All that fits. That closes and is this one stream. Yeah, I'm just about done. I'm just putting the last finishing touches. All the stickers are done. Even the fact that I hate doing stickers, I still did the stickers on this. So
I like cracked that out in like an hour.
yeah, I can usually do about 500-600 pieces in a reasonable amount of time, but yeah, this was only like 500. There's that. We have that. And we have, okay, so here's extra pieces. It's fine. We have the Joker. And we have Michael Keaton's 1989 Batmobile. There you go, everybody. We're done. But as you can see, the fire in the back goes with the wheels and spins. And then, of course, so the cool thing is these two pieces right here pop off. The reason they pop off is the guns come out. So it's like that. There you go. And that's that. And the guns
So
go
what do
back
you
in.
do with all the Legos that you finished?
I have a display case that I've been filling up right now. It's literally like filled with Batman stuff. So because that's where I have the Batwing and the tumbler run over Joker. I like your style there, Serge. I'm gonna put him like that. That's how I'm gonna display it, with the Joker like freaking out like that. So he's gonna be freaking out.
Serge wants an encore. He said, "Is this a one-stream build?"
It is a one stream build, but yeah.
Encore.
Oh, I may build some more stuff tomorrow during the day. But we have tomorrow on Hammered and Cheese is going to be molten
Chocolate lava cake, by the way.
It's going to be exciting. So
You
that
should
is
build a chocolate lava cake with Legos.
it's not. I may have enough for that. So all right.
You have the right colored Legos.
That is the Batmobile from 1989, and that is Joker Run Over Everyone. So that is that from me. I'll put this back up. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Later, guys.